Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Hi, I'm DK Will, and this is DK Will Talk About It. And today we're going to talk again about the Iraqi Dinar. We're going to go over some news, rumors, and opinions. We're also going to tie in a little bit more on the financial system that will hopefully help the viewers of my channel start putting some puzzle pieces together, maybe the way that I have. And, you can agree or disagree. But I'm going to hopefully try to show how a lot of things when it comes to the financial landscape are all connected and tied together. And there's a big bomb about to go off here soon, and we'll talk about that too. So let's get started, and I'll try to wrap this up and get it tied in together as we go. I'm going to try to make it a one-take item again. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I want to thank those who have subscribed and those who take the time after watching the videos that I produce to do that arduous task of hitting that thumbs up button. It's so much appreciated that you go through such extremes for my videos. And I want to especially thank those who comment, and I send my appreciation, respect, and love to all those who acknowledge the comment I made in a previous video about some of the troubles I'm dealing with involving my aging mother, and communicating with my brothers for us to try to find a solution. Very much appreciated. Alrighty, this is actually today's news. I'm here, it's almost 12:30 my time. I'm in the Central Standard Time of the United States of America. And Holly says after taking some time off, we are still waiting for the fines and penalties. I'll repost my older posts as it is the chain of events to happen, and we are still waiting for those things to happen. Here's Tuesday's update, which is a repost from Friday, August 9th, with a few changes of what we are waiting on, as it has not changed. So far, we are still waiting for Dubai 1. There is no need to continue an update saying this 10 different ways. We need Dubai 1 and 2 to be released, period. She sounds a little frustrated, and we can all understand that. We are waiting for the event to trigger the RV, event in quotation marks. The Arizona audit should be coming out next week. Now, this is from the 9th, so it's a little old now. This could be the event. We are still waiting on the audit release. That's a change there, so we are still waiting. The GESARA and GESARA will be announced August or September, and debt will be forgiven. It won't be August, will it? No. The QFS is not fully operational. It is operating country to country. Banks just got switched over, but it is not in the retail side of banking yet. It has been brought out in phases. As of last week, was told QFS is fully operational, so that's an update. I'm going to show something to support that, and the tie-in is going to happen, I hope, in the minds of some. The RV needs to have Dubai 1 released for liquidity in order for everything else to happen. This still has not happened yet. Why? Because there is still cabal interference, and they block it, and ongoing arrests. In addition, last week there were a lot more arrests. The protocols have switched slightly. A, D1 release for liquidity, which then triggers D2 and 3. B, fines and penalties are released to recipients. They need D1 liquidity. This is their holdup. This is ready to go once release is given. C, bonds will be liquid. They need D1 to be liquid. Tiers 1 through 4B, which includes us, are notified. They need D1 to be liquid. It appears all is set to go on or about the same time. This is a transition, not a transaction. Never, ever give up. And I'm going to hopefully, if it's too long, I'll put out a second video to cover reasons not to give up. We'll see how long this one goes, and maybe I'll just crank out 2 so that this one doesn't take too long. All right. Courtesy of Dinar Guru, Pimpy says, some of you guys are like, no, if they do the LOP, what happens if they're right and then your 25,000 note becomes a 25? He says, are you kidding me? What company is going to risk going into Iraq after they just screwed over millions of people on the rate? No. We all know investments are at risk, but you do that, you could see the backlash like you wouldn't believe. There's no way in God's green earth that you're going to see Iraq screw people over, ... Okay, I'm going to address that and then move on, I think. there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt that's thrown at this investment and other investments. And the more fear, uncertainty, and doubt, called FUD, thrown at an investment, the more likely it's a good investment. And this lot talk has been going on now for years. And it's senseless to me. That's my opinion. Okay, it's senseless to me to talk about a lot. If you have a 25,000 note, you have a 25,000 note. It's that plain and simple. Now the rate can affect how much it's worth, but it is still a 25,000 note. Plain and simple. So that's just a way to make people who are unsteady doubt what they've done, and that's the reason I'm going to do the other portion of this video where I try to take away some reasons to lose your steadfastness on this investment. All right, let's see what else we got here. That's all. I'm now going to play a portion of a prior video that I did, and we're going to listen through it because it's all going to tie it together, hopefully. And what it's going to tie together is the QFS is not fully operational. It is only operating country to country. Banks just got switched over, but it is not on the retail side of banking yet. It is being brought out in phases. Now, listen closely. This will be 2 videos. I can tell already. Here we go. And how about on August 20th, a meeting at 11 a.m. with Ripple, including Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO, David Schwartz, Chief Technology Officer, and John Roscoe, Special Assistant to the President, at the time Trump, White House Office of Presidential Personnel. Again, from The Art of War. It reads, all warfare is based on deception. That's darkness, folks. Hence, when able to attack, we must seem unable, SEC. When using our forces, we must seem inactive, and the court case. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. Discovery to last for another month or 2. When we're far away, we must make him believe we are near. Well, let's consider this. The United States has created a Trojan horse, and multiple nations, central banks, private banks, financial institutions are embracing the technology of Ripple, all under the guise of the United States of America's financial structure and legislation is at odds with Ripple, while country after country adopts this new technology into their financial infrastructure. It was Brad Garlinghouse who said that the United States is the only country on the planet that views XRP as a security. But that's the same Brad Garlinghouse that was meeting with Jay Clayton. Jay Clayton meeting with President Trump. Do we really think that the United States of America, the SEC, the Treasury, Clayton, Garlinghouse, the President, are all unaware of the power behind this nuclear bomb, XRP, ODL, and the XRPL? Instant liquidity? And how about the narrative with Senator Warren? We'll stop there. We don't care about the narrative with Senator Warren. But you see that instant liquidity and the role that XRP Ripple is playing behind the scenes. And for those who need to make the connection, Iraqi Dinar is a currency associated with the central bank system. All currencies are being addressed in a global currency reset, and the system is being set up, the quantum financial system, operating country to country? Do we have clues where we can see it's tied together, and then therefore we can be more patient with our Iraqi dinar situation because the system is being installed for instant liquidity? There's evidence that if Ripple plays the Trojan horse role that I believe it plays, which it does if anyone follows that company and its story, there's evidence that that is exactly what is happening, and it ties the two together. So that shows that this is not just about Iraq. This is about the entire global financial system. And so when you go to Ripple's website and you look at some of their news releases, notice what they're up to. RippleNet to accelerate and scale payments into Thailand. On-demand liquidity. On-demand what? Liquidity with SBI Remit to accelerate and grow cross-border payments from Japan. Let's keep going. Our statement on partnering with MoneyGram. We remember when they came apart. Are they going to come back together? Are they going to send it over to Stellar Lumens? Ripple appoints Brooks to lead operations in fast-growing Southeast Asia region. Ripple acquires 40% stake in Asia's leading cross-border payments specialist, Tranglo. K-Bash and mobile money connect through RippleNet to power wallet-to-wallet remittances. Are we getting the point here, folks? Now, you can see there's several pages here that we can go through to show that there is a system being installed. Partners with SCB Global Payment Strategy. Keep in mind, I showed you meetings dating back to 2018, and I assure you they date back further than that as well. Ripple on full scale to tap into the South Korean market. Ripple to power faster and cheaper cross-border money transfers. Folks, when you think about the Iraqi dinar, understand that we are talking about dealing with currency in a financial system. And that financial system is about to go to an upheaval. Aren't we looking for a reset? Does that make it plausible that we might be going through a global currency reset? And if we're going through a global currency reset, what's getting reset? Is it just the rates that are getting reset? Is it the measuring mechanism, the metrics? Are we going to be fiat or are we going to be gold-backed, asset-backed? And is it the infrastructure? Are we going to get rid of the old and come in with the new modern age of instant money, the same way we did with instant information on the internet? Yes. That's the answer. Now mull over it, process it, but that is the answer. And I say this with very strong confidence. And so when we look at the Iraqi dinar, and we look at the need for the release, and we look at the old monetary system that isn't going to like it very well. I wish I had propped up my video where Draper was talking about the strategy, but hey, I'll put the cards in here, and you can look at them. And you can look at the video I got that World War III XRP is the bomb from and get a better understanding. But here's what's going on. Yes, we're looking for the release, and some people are getting disappointed and upset. Some people are being told it's a scam. Some people are being told you're wasting your life. No, you're not. The only way you're wasting your life is if you don't live it. Live your life, but don't lose your conviction on an investment that you made. And like I've said many times before, it's spent money for the overwhelming majority of us. And for the newbies, they'll appreciate the scam article that I'm going to cover in the next video. And I'll jump right into it after this one. But for this one, what I would like you to see is that things are happening. But open your mind that things are happening with the entire system. This is bigger than the Iraqi dinar. I want to thank you for stopping by. I am DK Will, and this is DK Will Talk About It, and I've talked about it. Have a wonderful day.